I would like to welcome to the stage Penny, who is the MD of Rituals in the UK, to talk to us about her new app that they've just launched. She's already making her way here now, seamlessly. Come on up, Penny. Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you. Thanks for joining us today. Can everyone hear Penny?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Marvellous. And we're going to get Guy up in a bit to talk to us a little bit, but I'm going to chat to you first of all. So I'm going to do an awkward lean on a bar stool because I can never get comfortable. So you're the MD of UK and Ireland for Rituals. So for those in the room that may not know, can you tell us a bit more about Rituals, what you guys do?
So
and who you are?
Rituals was founded 18 years ago. It's a bath, body and home brand. I'd say more of a lifestyle brand, which was launched in the Netherlands. So our CEO, Raymond Kloesterman, went to the Far East. He wanted to find what the best kind of next new thing was, what the trend was back 18 years ago. And he came across the concept called Rituals, which is all about taking your everyday routines and turning them into meaningful rituals. And we've got now over 600 standalone store, 1,500 points of sales with wholesale. We've got a big travel business. So it's become a global household name.
Lovely. And you look after the UK?
Yes, that's right.
And how many stores and employees have you got?
So we've got 23 stores, 28 by the end of the year. So still some work to do. And we've got over 250 employees now.
Okay, lovely. And I find this particularly interesting because really you've got what we would call a remote workforce, so people that aren't online all the time, which is the hardest to reach. So what made you, and I know from talking to the guys at Speak Up, this was something that came from the global head office, is that right?
Yes, correct.
And so were you involved in the decision behind introducing the app, or was it?
I wasn't involved in the decision, but I could see why the decision was made. I think the brand has grown so quickly. And I think to be able to have consistency in what you're doing and to share messages quickly, to keep on that growth trend, you need something like this.
And culturally, so you introduced the app in May?
Yes, that's right.
And so how do you use it? I think we've got, so there might be some screenshots we've got as well that will show the app. So how do you use it?
So we use it, I mean, I'm a big advocate, and I think it all starts from the leaders. And I think to really win in the marketplace, you really need to win in the workplace first. It's all about people. Our people, we call them our heartbeats. So, I mean, me, myself, every Monday I'll post a quote of the week to really inspire people and talk about results. We use it to tell them about new store openings, which you'll see on the left-hand side. And we get the kind of global feeds as well. And that's quite inspiring for the teams to see how the brand is doing and how we're growing globally. We use it to exchange kind of information on high-ticket sales, so it adds a lot of competition between the staff, incentives. We actually also use it if something is not working, is DAX down, so that's our product portal. So if tills are not working, it's like the perfect way to kind of communicate it quickly to your teams to say, listen, it's all in hand. What else? We use it for if we've got customer kind of emails that come through. We use it to post on there on customer satisfaction, which is really nice.
So you're using it as a recognition platform as well as everything else. So you must have had to work quite closely with HR and IT, and everybody was working together.
IT, and also putting kind of together tools and how we're going to use it as well. But I think once you and your heads of start using it, it's easier then for the rest of the teams to use it.
Excellent. And how easy has it been getting your maybe fellow heads of department or leadership team using the app?
I think it's been quite easy because if you look at email these days, we're all inundated with so much email, and this has been a really kind of quick way of communicating to your teams and getting results quickly as well. So they see the benefits of it really quickly. In terms of the store teams, I think that has been a little bit more difficult because if you're not used to being on your phone, then kind of looking at it and replying and feeling confident enough to say, okay, I'm going to put a post on there, that's taken a bit more time. Because as a business, we are very non-hierarchical. We're kind of a very flat structure. We're all about being authentic and really, saying what's on your mind. So for some of the, sales associates, it was originally quite difficult. But now they've gotten really used to it, and they really enjoy it. They really enjoy celebrating successes through it as well.
I think it's lovely. I think what's having worked with a remote workforce a lot, getting them on their phones can be quite challenging. Having to download the app to a personal mobile. Also, a lot of the messages that come from Central are always about being customer facing and doing the sales. So how have you managed that?
That's been quite easy. We do it as before they actually join us. Once they sign their contract, they get a letter. So they actually have to download the app first before they come into the family of rituals.
And is it completely part of the onboarding process for them?
It is.
And do they have to go through, do any training through the app or anything like that? Or is it just to get news?
Not necessarily. I think we do have like a code of conduct of what you kind of can post and not post on there, which they do get when they start.
Okay.
But no, they love it, and they haven't seen anything like it before, a lot of them, in the way we use it. So we've got our UK and Irish team together, and then we have subgroups.
Okay.
So depending on the messages that you want to send out to your teams, I think it's the perfect vehicle, and it eliminates things like WhatsApp, emails to a bigger degree.
Marvellous. And have you found that it's actually demonstrated any kind of business outcome results? Can you track measurement for it?
I think you can. I mean, for one, if you kind of set incentives really quickly, you can see the results really quickly. For me, it's all about, I mean, the key performance indicators in a business is really your employee engagement, your customer satisfaction, your cash flow. And if those three work together, then you've got success. So my view is that if your teams and if your people are happy, they will kind of be able to give that perfect customer kind of satisfaction. And with that comes money. So, I mean, we're seeing a 25% like-for-like growth in the UK at the moment, which is fantastic considering the current economic climate, and a 60% growth as a business. So, for sure, I could see a correlation between what we post on there and the results.
Case study. I'm going to invite Guy to come up from Speak App so he can tell us a bit more. Come on up. Because it looks very similar to a lot of other apps on the market. There's about 200. So no pressure. But I'm just wondering what's so different about yours. I mean, the story here is lovely, and it paints a really amazing picture of the product. But I just want to understand what makes it so different to others that are out there in the market.
Yeah, so it's a good point, actually. In terms of it looking like a lot of other solutions out there, that's on purpose. We want to make sure that what users are used to using in their social lives, so be that LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and these enterprise-grade quality apps, that's mirrored also in their work life. So when they switch it on, they expect the same level of functionality, the same level of ease of use. So we spend a huge amount of time looking at that, and we have about 30 developers in-house in Amsterdam who are working on this all the time and making sure we update in line with what else is happening in the market.
I know that you're around for a little while. I know you're heading off because you've got more stores to open for the rest of this year. But you're around all day, aren't you, Guy? So I think if you have got a remote workforce, I think it's definitely worth a conversation. So thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.